Okay, here we are for lab number 6, and this lab is non-sterile compounding of an ointment. So the first thing that we want to do is go over our materials. So first of all, we have here our actual prescription and labels for Marjorie Davidson, and we're going to be preparing 0.2% nitro, 60 grams. Okay, so the first thing that we have is our nitroglycerin ointment, 2%. We have our ointment base, our mortar and pestle. We also have a 2-ounce ointment container, our weighting scale, our spatula, weighting paper and weighting boat, and our alcohol prep pads, and we also are going to be using our gloves later. The first thing that we're going to want to do before we get started is to go over our measurements. So the first thing that we have here, it's going to be 0.2% times 60 grams, which equals 0.12, and then we're going to do 0.12, and so we're going to take 0.12, and we're going to divide that by 2%, making that 2% into a decimal, 0.02. So 0.12 divided by 0.02 equals 6 grams. So it's going to be 6 grams of nitro. And we're going to add an additional 10% to that for margin of error. So it's going to be 6.6 grams. And that's the maximum that we can go. Okay, and then that leaves 54 grams of base ointment. So that we're going to do that, and the maximum we can do is 59. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to wash our hands. So let's go over and let's head over and this away from the sink. I'm going to turn on my water with a paper towel, making sure it is lukewarm. I'll wet my hands. And then take my soap, rub in a circular motion. Take my nail brush, go underneath my nails. And lift that pointed down. Okay. I'm going to dry my hands using a clean paper towel. Pat motion, sliding motion. And get another paper towel. Okay, so I'm going to take another paper towel and I'm going to clean sanitizer. Turn on my hands. Air dry. And put on my gloves. Okay. First glove. Second glove. Okay. Now that we have done that, I'm going to take my alcohol prep pad and clean off my materials. So I'm going to clean my scale. Clean my spatula. Clean my weight tray, my weight boat, making sure it's clean. Okay. Clean my mortar and pestle. Okay. Okay, so now that we have cleaned our materials, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I have my weight scale here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it on. And I'm going to press T for tar. I'm going to apply my weight tray here. Press T again, making sure that says 0. Okay, so now I'm going to start with our ointment base, weighing that. So remember, for our ointment, for our base ointment is 54 grams, and the maximum we can go is 59. Okay. Okay, we're at 22. Okay, 41. 49. 53. We are past our minimum. Okay, we're at 44.63. 54.61. 54.61. My apologies. Okay, so now that we have done our base ointment, we're going to pop that aside. Press T for tar, and we're going to put our weight paper down here and make sure that says 0. And now we're going to do our nitroglycerin ointment. And for that, our goal is 6 grams, but we have an allowable margin of 6.6. Okay, we're at 2. 5.53. 6.59, 6.58. So we are within our allowable margin. 6.56 grams. Okay. So now that we have weighed our materials, I'm going to turn our scale off here. And now we have our paper here onto our ointment paper. We're going to correct the proper mixing. So I'm going to put half of our base on the paper here, 1/2. Apply that. And then I'm going to apply 1/3 of our ointment here. And then I'm going to start mixing that up. Gonna apply the other 1/2 of the ointment base. Okay, I'm going to apply another 1/3 of the nitroglycerin ointment. Where to? Mix it up here. I'm going to apply my last 1/3, so I'm going to apply the rest of that nitroglycerin ointment. Okay, I'm going to put that on the side here. Then we're just going to mix it all up. I'm using the accurate spatulation method here on the paper. Okay. Once that's all mixed up, we're going to scoop it towards the middle here, just gather it all. Okay. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to take my container here, and I'm going to open it up. the first thing that you want to do is you want to apply it to the outer of the container at the bottom on the sides to avoid air pockets. That's what we're going to do. I'm just going to apply that onto the sides first to avoid air pockets and air bubbles in the little corner on the bottom. Do that little ridge there. Apply that in there like that on the side, on the bottom, and those little corners there, those little crevices. All the way around the perimeter. Okay. I'm just checking around the perimeter for air bubbles. Okay, I feel. Also, now we're just going to take the ointment and we're going to apply it into the container now. Okay. Okay, now that I have filled it up to the top, I'm going to apply my top here. Okay, now I'm going to just use this to get some of the excess product off. And I'm thinking to myself, I realized I think I showed my mortar and pestle earlier. We didn't need that for this lab, so that's my fault. Sorry about that. That is my fault. We don't need a mortar and pestle because we have our ointment paper. Wrong process, so forgive me for that one. Okay, I'm just going to clean my materials here and set it aside to air dry. Let me take another alcohol pad and clean off my scale, and I'm going to wash my wading boat with a little bit of warm water and dishwashing soap and allow that to air dry for next time. So I will be doing that to get that ointment off. Okay. I'm gonna pull the materials here. I'm going to take another alcohol pad and just wipe some of that ointment off my fingers, my gloves. Okay, I'm just going to fold that up and set that to the side. Okay, so now we're going to put the label on, and this our patient Marjorie Davidson, she has 3 refills on this. Just going to apply this, take this label off here. I'm just going to pop it on there. Okay, so we have our label on here. So other side, I'm going to initial in the corner, my initials. Okay, we have our label medication here. The label is not wanting to stick on. It might be because of the oil on there. In jail. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna complete my my compounding record here, and the beyond use date. Today's date is Thursday, May 13th, 2021, and for this preparation, it can be used 30 days for up to 30 days for a month. So that date, the beyond use date, would be Saturday, June 12th, 2021. So I'm now going to complete my CR log here. Prescription number and ID assigned. My right here. Expiration date. Patient number. So the date, June 12th, 2021. Okay, date package, May 13th, 2021. Tech initials. Okay. Drug, nitroglycerin, 60 grams. Date, May 13th. Okay. So my compounding record is complete, and that's the end of this lab. Thanks for watching.